only proper admin. Subscribe to Box Viral, don't you worry about that, mate.
I don't hate this man. I would never give him that type of power over me. I hate what he stands for. I hate what he did. I hate what he represents.
So you might think he's a cheat, and you're perfectly entitled to your view. But the reality is, if he was a convicted cheat, he wouldn't be able to fight you.
Whether he's been convicted or not is irrelevant. The fact is, substances were found in his system.
Stupendous.
He got caught. He went out of boxing for a little bit, spent $1 million trying to clear his name.
You know what, that's why you're an idiot.
No.
Because I've been cleared by 3 organisations, by people who are a lot smarter than you.
Was there drugs in your system?
This is you talking personal.
Was there drugs in your system?
Maybe not.
It's a valid point. Do you accept that these substances were found in your body?
There's nothing to accept.
No.
It's the fact.
No?
No.
Well, let's acknowledge the fact that he's accepted.
What?
I don't need to acknowledge anything.
Well, I know you don't need to, but I do. For the purposes of the interview, though, and for the viewers watching, that's an important admission.
We've got it.
Now, hang on.
We've got it.
Hang on. I saw him at his darkest moment in here, and it was dark. This was a guy on the edge,
Good.
right?
You're going to be on the edge come April 26th.
Okay.
Everything you are eating, drinking, putting into your system, if you don't monitor it, you're still guilty. You're still a drugs cheat.
Conor, you've said to me before, it's been your position, I think, that you believe it may have come from contaminated eggs.
The case is done. I'm not here to talk about the case at all. It's, you know.
I'm only asking because he hit you with an egg, obviously.
He can do what he wants. He's an idiot.
Better your vocabulary.
Why did your dad view him as his arch nemesis?
They fought in front of, 15 million people watched them fight.
I mean, I remember Ali Frazier had equally ferocious, if not more so, battles in the heavyweight division, but became close friends in later life. Have they ever been friendly?
You'd have to ask them.
Do you see a parallel there? Are you very like
I
your
just
dad?
personally think he's an idiot. I think he's an absolute idiot. But big head.
A clean idiot, though.
Yeah, but you're still an idiot, though.
Better your vocabulary. Let me show you how.
His father's upset more than him because he's destroyed his father's legacy.
I'm not there. Mate, you
He's
don't even
put
get
a
on with your
black
dad.
mark-
Talk
he's
about
put a
destroy
black
your father's
mark
legacy.
against the Ben's
Talk
name.
about destroy your father's legacy.
Do you talk at all?
No, we don't. But
How long has it been like that?
years.
How long since you last talked?
It's been a long time.
But give me a time scale.
I said years.
And it's just so simple for me.
What was the catalyst for you getting fractured as a father and son?
It got to a stage where I needed to step out of the shadow completely. It's a big shadow.
You're very like him. You talk like him. You look like him. You have the same kind of life views, I think. It must be a very sad thing in your life that you're estranged. He's indicated this fight means a lot to him, that you need to win.
When did he indicate that?
This is what we've been told.
Okay.
You know, my dad's my hero, and, you know, I'm my dad's hero.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
So it's sad to see that the relationship ain't working on their end, genuinely, and I mean that. It's sad to see. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that being funny, you know, because the relationship I have with my dad, it would be great to see you and your dad in your corner. I mean that.
Because you haven't heard the things he said leading up to this interview.
About you, yeah. About you, because I think you're an idiot.
About our relationship, my father's
Yeah, your dad
relationship.
don't like you. Yes, I agree. Your dad don't
so
like
I
you.
can't-
It's a matter of that's a fact.
Him talking about him,
It's a
I
fact.
take everything he's saying with a grain of salt. I can't help it.
It's priceless.
But
you don't know what the truth is.
Okay.
You think
well,
you know,
you don't
but
know
you
what the truth is. You think you know. It's all right back at you. So it'd be great to see your dad in your corner and you mend that relationship. And whatever's come in between you guys, it'd be great to see. And I mean that, that's coming from my heart. I'm not being sarcastic. I say what I say and I mean what I say.
I'ma say what I mean what I say. It might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy.
Honestly, I'm shocked he's speaking like this. It doesn't match the energy that I've been seeing over the last few days. And, you know, I don't like it. This is not, as a fighter, supposed to be the mentality going into a fight.
What's your mentality?
My mentality is search and destroy. He's talking it down a little bit right now, but
Chris,
the truth of the matter is...
I'm still going to render you unconscious.
There you go.
I want you to get up, but I will splatter your head all over the canvas.
That's good.
Yes, that's still going to be a matter of fact.
That's
come
what I
April
need to
27th.
hear. I need to hear that. I don't want all this soppy bullshit that you guys are trying to get into right now.
Ain't no soppy nothing.
Why do you think that, and what direction do you think I'm taking it?
You know exactly what you're doing, Piers. You're very good at what you do, but I'm not falling into the trap. You know, you're not getting any emotions out of me.
You think you're being smart, but you're not. You're just being an idiot.
I'm not being smart.
You think you're being smart.
Piers is being smart.
No,
you're being dumb.
Smart.
He got you.
I'm still going to flatten you.
He got you.
I want you to get back up, Chris.
He got you.
Do none of those things concern you?
Not really, no, because he's just a man. I don't look at him as he's a man. I'm not scared of no man.
Why did you try and enforce this rehydration clause?
I ain't talking to you. I will absolutely iron you out. I am going to come in there and stick it on you from the get-go.
Good.
Straight away. I'm going to come out there hot skipping a big right hand to a big flipping head of yours.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
No.
What would you believe then?
I don't believe
What do you believe
I
in?
think you're going to run for your life.
Oh, shut up. Talk shit.
Stupendous.
The delusion. I'm going to come out there and stick it straight on you. Who's the one who asked for an 18-foot ring? I don't care about all the fancy stuff. Just give me an 18-foot ring. Corner can't save you, and no free knockdown rule.
And
That's
guess
all
what?
I've asked for. Guess what?
I know. That's all you've asked for, and guess what? You're not even getting that.
How do you like me now?
Can you have the same thing if you've been brought up in a much more privileged background, do you think?
I wake myself up at 5 a.m. every morning.
I've had 37 fights in my career, so my hunger cannot be questioned.
People felt it was quite a demeaning moment to reduce it to whacking your opponent with an egg. I mean, on reflection, are you pleased you did that?
On reflection, I wish I had an egg in both hands. That's the truth of it. If you cheat, you will be punished. You will be embarrassed. You will be exposed.
Cleared by people whose IQ is a lot smarter than him. He's got the IQ of a 5-year-old child. So I'm not going to listen to him.
You better watch out, because we are come for you. Oh, sorry. It's my mother's tongue again. It comes through. You'd better watch out.
So regardless of what people may think or my ability or what I've achieved, I'm clean, I'm true, and so I sleep well at night. And let me tell you something, this kid does not. He has nightmares.
I slept like a baby.
You didn't get a
I
wink.
slept so good.
You didn't get a wink.
I slept so good. Do you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to post my whoop on that night, on that day. Slept like an absolute baby.
You basically threatened Nigel Benn. Said if he did that again, you'd deal with him. And
It wasn't a threat, it was a promise.
Oh, it's not a promise, is it?
If
What,
anyone
I was to
else-
slap you right now?
if
What,
anyone-
I was to slap you
if
right now?
anyone
What are you
else
gonna
touches
do?
me-
What, if I was to slap you right now? What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, talk. You fucked up by talking about my dad. You done fucked up
You
talking
fucked
about
up
my
touching
dad.
me. You fucked up by taking
Yeah,
this
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
That's right.
What the fuck you looking at? Threaten my dad. You think I'm playing games? ever talk to my dad like that.
Make
Ever talk
sure
to
he
my
never
dad
puts
like
his hands
that.
on me.
Ever talk to, well, don't put your hands on your son.
Listen, this is
Yeah,
the fight game.
do you know what I
kid.
said?
I had to issue the warning to let him know that it can't happen
And
again.
what would you do if he did that again?
I said he wouldn't get his hand back if he
What
puts it
meaning
on me
what?
again.
What does that mean?
It means what it means.
Tell me what that
What?
means.
I said it.
He wouldn't get his hand back. What are you going to do? Cut it off?
He wouldn't get the hand back.
What does that mean?
I don't need to say anything more.
Chris, come on. What are you going to do to his hand?
I made the statement, and that is it, Piers.
If he was to put his hands on my son, I swear to God he wouldn't be living.
Find
If he was
out.
to have it now on the cobbles, I guarantee you there's only one making it out, and I promise you on my life, it ain't you.
Oh man, if only you knew, kid. If only
Knew
you
what?
If
Knew
only you
what?
So, as the scorecard stands, a Ben has never beaten a Eubank in the ring.
And they never will.
What do you say to that?
The reality is he fought for the IBO in a leisure centre in front of 2,000 people.
I fought for the IBO at the O2 in front of 20,000
people. Who was it, Quinlan? Who was it? Renaud Quinlan?
James DeGale.
But that's your greatest accomplishments. I'm still 28, I've got time. You ain't. You're an old
long,
AP.
kid. Not for long.
You're an old age pensioner, mate.
You think you've got time. You've actually
course
got
I've
2
got time.
months, and then it's game over for you.
Again, talking rubbish.
What do you think happens when that bell goes for round one?
The procedure will be parliamentary.
Rastafari.
We saw your fathers together earlier. They refused to shake hands at the end of being interviewed. Would you shake hands together now?
Yeah, of course I would.
No. No respect will be given to this kid. None.
And it was so hard for me to not slap you across the face when we had that face-off. So hard. Probably one of the hardest things I've had to do in a long
Fight's
time.
going to be a lot harder.
Oh, it's going to be easy work.
You
You're
can't.
done.
You can't even shake each other's hand.
I could shake
I know
his hand.
you've offered to, but you won't do that.
He has no class. He just slapped me around the head with an egg.
So you're fighting, but you won't shake
He's
his hand.
contradicting. He's
No.
an idiot.
But people will think there's a contradiction there.
Good. That's okay. I'm an enigma, as they say. If some people don't understand me, I'm not here to be understood. I'm here to set an example, and I'm here to get this kid out of boxing.
To disprove the fact he cheated, what more could he possibly have done?
What more he could have possibly done is he could have not failed those drugs tests. It's as simple as that. In my eyes, if someone was to have pinned him down and jabbed the syringe into the side of his ass and squeezed it in, if that had happened and I saw it, guess what? He's still a cheat. He shouldn't have let it happen. It's his responsibility to protect himself at all times. He didn't do that. He's a cheat. End of story.
I'll give you one last chance.
Only proper ad men subscribe to Box Viral. Don't you worry about that, mate.